Did you know that in Puerto Rico you can get a free post office box?
What most people call P.O. boxes.
Yeah, actually. In most places in the United States, you can get a free one if you meet certain requirements. So let's talk about that. If you're new around here, I'm Iramis.
And I'm Gerry.
And this is
Puerto Rico Life Series.
In this channel, we're talking about anything to do with Puerto Rico. Moving to Puerto Rico, living in Puerto Rico, buying a property in Puerto Rico.
Renovating one, yeah.
Yeah. So if you're interested in that and that's part of your future plan, then hit that like and subscribe button and join us, because over the next 11 months, we're going to be documenting our own journey to Puerto Rico, renovating our hurricane damaged home. So if you want to see everything we do or what you shouldn't do, come join us, get a nice laugh. All right.
We're not going to call it a...
There's not money pit anymore.
It's not a money pit anymore.
It's not anymore. It's Finca Bellevue.
Correct.
So yeah, join us. So let's get into this address because it's really important. You're going to need this address for everything that you do in Puerto Rico. So you need to understand how to get the address and what an address actually means. There are two things about an address in Puerto Rico. You're going to have your physical address. That's where the property is located. And then the other type of address is going to be...
And your mailing address. That's where the U.S. Postal Service will send your mail. And unfortunately, most of your bills.
So it's important for everyone to understand that there are two types, and you're going to need both types to do certain things on the island. Anything to do with utilities, you're going to need both.
Yeah.
Anything to do with getting delivery of an item, you're going to need your physical one. And if you can't get the things delivered, you're going to need your mailing address. Now that we talked about the two types of address, we're going to talk about what your potential ways of getting mail or getting things delivered to the house. There's going to be 3 ways that you're going to be able to get the mail delivered or boxes delivered. Number 1, you're going to have direct delivery to your home or condo by a mail person. That's only going to happen if you have a condo or if you live in a very urban area. So if you're close to San Juan or Mayagüez or any of the big cities, the mail, and you have a house or a condo or urbanización, they're going to come and deliver the mail to your place.
You need a physical mailbox, an actual mailbox.
Exactly. Option 2 is going to be a centralized place where your mail is going to be delivered. Now, this centralized place could be going up to your road, and there's going to be maybe a wall or a tree or just any area, we're not kidding, there's going to be a stack of mailboxes. And that's where they're going to deliver your mail. So that's a centralized location. So you're going to have to get out of your house, either walk to the mailbox every day or drive to the mailbox every day, or maybe you drive when you get home from whatever it is that you're doing. That's how you're going to pick up your mail. There's going to be a key there, and you're just going to unlock it and grab your mail. It's like it's a secured box, basically. Just
some of them are like that. And the ones by our neighborhood, they're just a row or a stack of 40 mailboxes, just regular mailboxes. Yeah,
and you just open it up and you put the mail and that's it. And remember, it's a federal crime to take somebody else's mail.
True.
So your mail is going to be pretty safe.
Option 3, the post office box. So you have to go down to the post office, get a form, I think it's 1093. Then you basically, ironically, have to fill out your mailing address, your phone number, your email address, and you need 2 forms of ID. One's photo, and then the other one's non-photo. Most photos are licenses or passports or something like that. And then the non-photo, most people use your lease or your deed. And then you hand it into the clerk and we're good to go.
So what's the cool part about the rural, living in the rural areas?
Yeah. Then you can ask the clerk, can you please see if I'm eligible for a no-fee P.O. box?
So the no-fee ones is really because you're in a rural area and the postman, the post delivery service might not be going up there. So that's how you can get a free one. So there's your tip, how to get free stuff in Puerto Rico.
Just ask.
I know. One of the reasons that we bring this subject up is because to sign up for water, electricity, you need both a physical and a mailing address. To sign up for a mobile a cell phone service, you'll need a mailing address. To sign up for internet service, you're going to need the mailing address and the physical address. People need to know how to get to your house to install these services. And for any non-essential services, you just need your mailing address. And like Gerry said before, it's so they can mail you your bills. That's the only reason.
Simple as that.
Now, the really cool thing about this is Puerto Rico has really changed over the years. And now, once you set this up once and you have your account number, you can do everything online. So if you didn't need to get any more bills, you can check that little box that says, nope, go paperless, and you can pay everything online. But unfortunately, the first couple times, you're going to have to get the mailing address and the physical address. Now, there's going to be a couple of hurdles with this mailing address versus physical address. Any of your packages through the U.S. Postal Service, you're going to have to pick those up at the postal office. So you're going to have to physically get your little slip that the mailman leaves you, and you're going to have to go pick it up. So if you have a P.O. box, then of course the slip is going to be there, and then you just pick up the box right there. But if you have an actual centralized location, or the mailman's dropping off that little piece of paper, that's easy, but you're still going to have to go to the post office no matter what. Now, the other things that is going to be important, most things that you order online are probably not going to get there. Because a lot of, just not going to get there, period. A lot of places will not deliver to a P.O. box. And that's always been the problem that we found. So Gerry and I actually use our cousin's address, and she gets our boxes. The other thing is we're all used to ordering from Amazon, from Chewy, from Box, from any of those services. What do you think is going to happen?
Good luck getting the next day shipment. No, we get.
Or the next week.
I was going to say the quickest we ever got it is about a week.
Yeah.
So.
And that was always been to our cousin's address.
Correct.
Yeah. So it's really hard, and something really hard to get used to. So now you're asking, well, I do want to order Amazon. How am I going to get it? Well, lucky for us, there's a brand new Amazon distribution center being built on the island. It's already been started back in August. So hopefully over the next year and a half, I would say, maybe 2 years, we'll have a very large distribution center, and they'll be able to deliver our packages throughout the island. If you are dying to get Amazon, there is a small distribution center directly at the airport, and you can have things mailed directly to that place. But unfortunately, for those living on the west coast of Puerto Rico, you're going to have to drive, a couple of hours to get your packages.
Not very useful.
Yeah. And I'll give you a bonus thing that is kind of cool that we figured out with our last house. In the United States, it's hard to get IKEA stuff delivered. But in Puerto Rico, it was really easy to get everything from IKEA delivered, because there is an IKEA on the island.
There's 2 of them now.
Oh, there's 2 now. There are several IKEAs on the island. So if you want something from IKEA, they'll deliver it to you. You send them your PIN, and they'll find your house, and the truck will come and deliver your stuff from IKEA from you. It's ironic, isn't it? We hope that this video was really helpful. Is there any other tips that you would give everyone about the addresses, Gerry?
That catastro number, that's so important.
Yeah.
Basically, just go to the CRIM, get your catastro number, make sure you get your actual physical address, memorize that, because you're going to need it.
That's a good point. This catastro number is going to be
it's like seared in your brain.
It is. The catastro number is just going to be the death of you, and the death of us.
No, that's the marbete.
That marbete. Oh my God, we can talk about the marbete next time. So on the next video, we'll talk about marbete. What the heck is a marbete? Let's just tell you, it relates to a car. Yeah. So we hope you enjoyed it. Enjoyed our laughing with us or laughing at us.
Yeah, either
whichever.
Way. It doesn't matter.
And if you really, it would be great if you would like and subscribe and join us in our journey, and hopefully we'll teach you something. And as usual,
happy savings.